right, good. Welcome back to the millions and millions of viewers tuning in all across the world for more NHL Best Buck Drafting and Nerd Dog Fantasy. I am DJ Mitchell. He is Matt Moody. We are back for another draft. I mean, everyone's probably in shock. What are they going to do this time? They just play the hits. They play the freaking hits. They get right back into drafting. Matt, how are you doing on this beautiful, almost fall feeling Thursday?
I am wonderful. The U.S. Open is back, so the last week has been full of watching literally dozens of tennis matches every day. It's pretty great. No week like it.
Yeah. I probably am consuming the most football I will consume. The only team I really watch is one of our buddies from high school is an offensive coordinator, and they're playing on this Thursday. Looks like they're going to come up short, but great effort from our Mercyhurst Lakers. That's what I did tonight. I actually turned it on. Me and my dad were texting, watching. One of my best friends. So bad sport, but good for the Mercyhurst Lakers. My only team.
Some people get sucked into it, unfortunately, and we couldn't save them. So
I mean, it's just kind of one of those things where, like, I just, when you have that kind of connection, it feels like you gotta be a part of it. But definitely not here to talk about that. If you tuned in thinking these guys were going to break down the Micah Parsons trade, we're going to talk about Tanner Pearson instead. Couldn't think of anyone. There was a Tyler Parsons. Remember Tyler Parsons, the goalie? That was like a USA goalie.
Yeah.
In the World Juniors.
Edmonton, I believe. He was there.
I was going to say Calgary, but it could have been Edmonton. I don't remember. Oh, okay. I don't know. I was going to say Calgary. Honest. Let's solve this riddle right now. Who drafted Tyler Parsons?
You're right. Calgary.
Hey!
No, he most recently played for Calgary. And did he get drafted? Did I miss that? He must have been drafted by them because it doesn't. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Calgary. You're right.
Boom. 1-0 already tonight myself. But I mean, really not a lot going on in the NHL world. The most exciting news is the jerseys are being released. The Kraken, shocking. Again, I mean, play your hits every single year. Carolina, New Jersey coming out from them. I saw some potential leaks. Other than that, nothing is happening. So anything you want to cover before we kind of get into drafting best puck teams?
There was a little bit of Carter Hart news today. Nothing substantial, but sounds like we're greasing the wheels for him to return to the NHL.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, but that is noteworthy for a lot of teams with that late round goalie problem that we always run into, and it gets even murkier if he's out there sort of as a hand for hire. So
yeah, I would be very interested to see him play a game before January. They'd have to really get things moving quite quickly. Oh, need to.
Oh, fuck. I'm not even looking at the screen, so am I gonna miss it? Here we go. Oh my god, it can't detect my location, DJ. It can't detect my location. What are we gonna do?
Run, sprint.
I'm just
trying.
sitting here waiting. It's waiting. It's trying to find my
phone?
location.
Phone?
It's somewhere. It's somewhere else. This is insane.
Waiting for one.
Oh my god. Weenie Hut General. Here we go. Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of location error again. All right. Here's the fucking phone. Jesus Christ.
Click
what an app. What an app. Or what a website.
They just want to make sure you're where you say, all right, are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. Now fix your computer. We'll talk before I guess I could share my screen as well. You draw the 9, I draw the 12.
Okay.
So I mean, lately we've been pretty all over the map. As far as like, I feel like we're very close to each other early, so it's nice to see a nice little later on scenario. Well, yeah. I mean, we have.
I'm trying to figure out which of these million drafts I have going is the relevant one. It's the one without the clock next to it. Okay.
Probably the one without the clock next to it. So let's I don't even know. I mean, there's just really I'm trying to think if there's any news happening almost at all in the entire NHL. I mean, the only thing happening is like the Olympic stuff starting to get a little bit of press right now, which is nice. I mean, the USA hockey all getting together, hanging out.
Did we not talk about this last week?
I think we mentioned it, but like they're at the USA camp, and we don't need to go over the rosters or anything.
Isn't it over? And like we talked about it already. Like the fact that Wayne Hudson wasn't there, or whatever.
We talked about that. No, well, they did the. Didn't you see the jerseys today?
Yeah, the 5 guys who are already on the team.
I'm aware.
So what is there new to do with the Olympics?
The jerseys look good. They may have done good jerseys for the USA hockey team. That doesn't happen often.
Okay.
I don't understand.
All right.
That's breaking news. Austin said that they need 10 for the next one. I promise you, Austin, it will not fill by the time we finish. You can just practice right now with us, and we will join the next lobby with you, and it will fill when we're done. So if any people join away, if you're tuning in and you want to draft the next draft, if it goes off before we start, I would be shocked and I'd be very happy, but I'm going to doubt it. So Makar goes 7, the first kind of interesting. Oh, Colin from our fantasy hockey leagues jumping in. Bad day for him as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I've been told. Although I tried to maybe weather that storm, because you know what? I am a proponent of, like, basically, like, again, don't care about football, not a football show, not going to get into much. But if like you can't win a Super Bowl with your quarterback, you should be
What
rooting.
are you talking about? Colin from our league. What? Oh shit, I'm on the clock.
Yeah, Colin, I'm like, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? Colin from our league.
Our fantasy hockey league. Colin?
There's no one named Colin in our fantasy league.
Oh my god, his name's Christian.
Oh, Christian.
I saw Colin B and it's Christian B. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. The point I was making before you rudely interrupted me with facts, we could have just let that go. No one would have noticed. You had to call it out.
I almost drafted Brady Kachuk because of that, DJ. We had to.
What's wrong with you? Focus. Anyways,
what's wrong with me?
I'm trying to make.
I'm listening to you. That's literally the problem.
You know like the thing where they say, like, don't run over all over what I'm saying and my content and my jokes. I mean, you're sprinting over it as much as you can. Now I'm gonna say what I was gonna say, and then we're gonna move on from football talk for hopefully forever.
We're still talking about football? I'm confused. What am I running over?
You don't listen.
I already explained why I wasn't listening.
The ranted and Kyle Connor, because you know what? Unlike loser Dallas franchises, Mikko Rantanen is with the Dallas Stars. There you go. How about we just do that? We move on with this. What I was saying, I was going to try to let our football friends and family out there, who again are wrong for their takes of liking football, but you know what? We can't save everybody. Know that I think every football team is run by idiots, and that's all I was going to do. And then instead, you had to run over it with something that no one even knows what I'm talking about or you're talking about.
Okay.
And I had it. I had it right where I wanted it, and you just couldn't let it go.
I mean, whatever. I actually I want to say Bill Barnwell wrote a piece for about trade value in the NFL, and I yeah, I know I'm on the clock, and I'm pretty sure he actually had I mean, this was months ago, so I don't know what the latest would have been from him, but he didn't have the return being what they got for him. So, like, I think Dallas did fairly well, knowing nothing about football. Like, Kenny Clark's a good player, and 2 firsts are just crazy valuable in the NFL.
Agreed. Like, my point is that if you can't win the Super Bowl with your quarterback, you should continuously be recycling to get to the point that you can. There is nothing else. If Dak Prescott can't do it, then you recycle and you rebuild for that next quarterback, because nothing else matters. So that was what I was always going to say. as a person that grew up a Cleveland Browns fan, watching them hold on to Myles Garrett when they are putrid is just stupid to me. But
Well,
then again, you can't cut it down entirely to the studs in football and hockey and stuff and expect it to immediately turn around. But I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is.
yeah. Let's see. Barnwell had the closest comparison being Khalil Mack, where he got 2 firsts, a third, and a sixth. So the Cowboys could expect more than that. I have no idea what their Kenny. I just knew his name, and now I don't know his name. But that guy,
I know.
I don't know what he would fetch in a trade, but it felt to me like it was more than a third and a sixth or whatever. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Whatever.
we
I
can get
dispute
into
the
yeah.
notion that Dak's not good enough to win a Super Bowl, but whatever.
Who cares? That no one can win a Super Bowl but the Bills, right, Matt?
I
Biggest Bills
mean
fan in America.
that is me. I am the most delusional Bills fan of all time. I still have not stopped crying about the 4th down spot. Yeah, just insane stuff.
Anyway, so let's get into this lobby where we're at. We're 2 rounds in. A few things to note. Bakar went before Kaprizov, not entirely out of this world, but a little bit shocking. As Matt mentioned, he did not take Brady, and neither did the drafter after him. Brady slips to 11, probably more or less accurate. You took Eichel and Forsberg. I did honestly think you might do the Marner thing. Someone in the chat actually said, like, are you doing the Marner stack here just because kind of seemed like you had the spot, but is it just a Forsberg's better than Marner, so don't be cute and stupid?
Yeah, that's it. Mitch Marner's not going to score fantasy wise the way Philip Forsberg will. So, also Forsberg, yeah, I guess 16 is his ADP. I'm just slamming Forsberg. Like I think Forsberg's the last guy who I truly feel is like elite. Kind of like you can forget about it, like Forsberg's going to score for me every week unless I play two games. That's kind of the way I think about it for like the first 15 picks. I don't count Hellebuck because I'm never taking a goalie there. Like I just think these guys are so head and shoulders above the rest that, of course, Panarin, Reinhart, Boldy, whatever, they can be great, but I think that these first guys are just a tier above. So.
You're not in a Minnesota Wild Slappies draft only when Boldy gets into the third round. Goes after Matt the Chuck. I mean, I think a conversation that's going to continue to get more steam involved as time goes on, as he continues to fall down draft boards, rightfully so. Again, we'll say again. More people, I think, are starting to ask the question, look into, and we talked a little bit about last show where, like, where is the fall far enough? I don't think it's ever going to get to where I'm comfortable drafting him. I would expect him not to play until February, or maybe just play a very small handful of games before the break, and then expect him not to probably be ultra effective between the time you need him to be at that point. Coming back into the fold to play a couple of games before the Olympic break, going back from the Olympic break and expecting him to win you a fantasy championship seems like a fool's errand to me.
God damn it, Colin. Fucking auto drafter. I really wanted Roberts in there. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, been a good start. But I think all of this to say that I think if he got to 80 something, I might do it. And not even because I think it's a good pick at 80 something, just because it would be the latest he might ever go. Like if it gets to a point of like, wow, that this is by far the latest he's ever going to go, I'm going to take my 1 or 2 shares of him at this point. I had hoped to get Tage and Dahlin. It didn't happen. I'm going to play the hits with the wingers, and I'm going to take Caulfield and Dahlin. Didn't get Tage to slip to me, but it is what it is. Pretty happy. Rantanen, Connor, Caulfield. This could be a 5-wing team. I haven't done it yet. It could be the right spot to do it. We'll see. And yeah, I mean, as Austin's saying here, the argument is he going to be a 0? No. I don't think he's a true 0 in the entire season. The could happen. I mean, the range of outcomes has a 0 in it for him, but do I think he could come back and have at least a week in the playoffs that is scoreable? Absolutely. I mean, he clearly is one of the, at full health, he's probably a second round, third round pick. I think he's definitely a second, third round pick, probably second.
Yep.
So with that kind of upside, yeah.
At the end of the day, on a permanent basis, Matthew Tkachuk is one of the best players in the NHL. It's like you look at his per minute stats, and they are just outstanding from both a rates perspective and from a per game perspective. Like he outscored Reinhart in the games both were healthy, that they both played last year, because Matthew Tkachuk adds everything in terms of fantasy scoring. So I don't think it's as easy as saying, well, he's a zero, because in the weeks he does play, and I mean, he's clearly gearing up to play the Olympics, and he's not going to play the Olympics without playing in any of the regular season. It's really hard for me to think he's going to be a true zero at this point, given I'm pretty sure the surgery was set up to give him some runway before the Olympics and then to come back from the Olympics. The real question is, how do you value Florida in the playoff weeks? If you're taking guys like Reinhart or Barkov, then Tkachuk should definitely be in consideration. Of course, you need to take them, you need to take Tkachuk before you make the decision on Barkov, for example. But if these guys are going to be rested down the stretch like they were last year, like, again, I've said this several times now, but Florida was fighting for first place in their division. That means home ice through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Like, they were 1 point back of Toronto, and they said, we're literally folding. Like, we are intentionally resting guys, losing games solely to stay healthy for the playoffs. Barkov was not super injured. Reinhart was not super injured. They sat out games. Like, that's just the way they run things, and they're so focused on the playoffs that our fantasy playoffs might not mean much to them. So that, to me, is the more fundamental issue with Tkachuk, mixed in with the fact that he's not going to be a regular season advancement piece that you sort of have to weigh when making that decision. Like Reinhart, you take him, he's going to help you make the playoffs if he has, a 50-goal season again. It's just a matter of what he does within the playoffs that sort of makes me question his value because of that resting situation. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, I would only take him in a scenario where he's fallen to a point where I feel like is the furthest possible down past 80. Like I said, is where I'd start to consider. We'll get to a few questions. You're going to draft Dustin Wolf. The next question up was about the Canadians. I think, again, as I mentioned sort of when we went through the Montreal preview with, the expectations for Hudson and Dobson was something that's very concerning. Like, both of them, I think, could get there in a sense, but what does that look like? I still think that where they're going right now, they're not going to, like, the potential or the range of outcomes from getting there has other variables that would need to go right for either of them to reach their full potential. So I'm not ultra interested in drafting them at current ADP. But what do you think?
That's about right. I mean, we did a full breakdown of the entire team on the one. I think it was the second show we did doing off season like outlook. It was like a month ago we did it, so you can find our full thoughts there. But Lane Hudson is certainly on my radar. I want to be 100% sure that he's power play one, like, throughout training camp before I actually start drafting him at this price. But he's just so talented that, like, he could add an element of, like, shot volume to his game. I don't think Dobson is likely to, one, play with Hudson, which, would hurt him, obviously. Like, Caden Gooley's fine, but, like, I don't think offensively Dobson's going to be the same player he was on the island. And he goes right around Lane Hudson, and it's like, yeah, he's slightly better rates wise, but I'm not sure where the ceiling comes from. He's going to fall down the board, I think, once the power play gets solidified. So right now I'm not really touching any of it, but I would be somewhat interested in Hudson. Steph, in Caulfield teams specifically. And Demidov, we talked more about his prospect profile. I'm very bearish on it. Not from like a he's going to suck, but just from a, like, people are saying he's the next Michkov. Like, he's the same thing, and he's just statistically not the same thing. And even Michkov last year was not good enough for, for your best puck teams, basically until Torts got fired. So, like, if he needs to do that all year long, basically, well, and I just don't think he can even do it, like, at all. And So,
Yeah.
it's a tough adjustment. He's not going to play on that top line. I don't really see it for Demidov at his price, which is still hanging out in the, below 100s range, which is just criminal.
Yeah, no, I just don't think he could pay off. I mean, he is absolutely draftable. Like, we're not getting crazy here, but he's just not like. I mean, the fact he's going above even like a Tyler Toffoli, it feels like that is the range you should go. And Tyler Toffoli might be better. Like, I don't understand it either. But no, definitely good discussion. Do we miss any other questions along the way? You pulled this, or did I just do that? Whoops, maybe I just did that again. Let me discuss this. Does Buffalo have tacos and food trucks? Lloyd's Tacos. They have tacos. I just don't
Mighty
really
Taco.
Mighty Taco. That's like more like a Taco Bell. I really don't eat a lot of food out in general. So I'm just not a good person for this. Like, I don't, Matt, I don't know if we've ever talked about that on the show. I have never been a go out to eat person in any capacity. Like, when I was a kid, I guess, whatever. But like, as I've gotten older, I've just been like, pretty like I have worked at this company I work for now for like a year and a half, and I think I've gone one time, and that's because I left my lunch out the entire night. Like, I didn't put it in the fridge, and I got ready for work, and I'm like, where's my lunch? And I'm on the counter. I just threw it out. And it was like, all right, well, now I'm screwed.
Yeah, I grew up in a McDonald's family, so all the places around me are well tested.
My family didn't go out to dinner like ever. We went out to dinner like once a year. Like, it's just not in me. It's not my DNA. Like, I don't know. I'm not like,
The fun story about DJ is his mom used to lie to him about Friendlies because she didn't want to go there because they didn't serve alcohol. So she had her wine at home, and that was
we just we didn't do that. I don't know. I feel like it's just ingrained in me. Like, don't stop. I will once in a while get fast food, and it's like once every few months I get Wendy's, maybe.
Yeah,
that's not for me.
All these dudes getting yanked off the ADP list. By the way, if you missed it, I posted on my own YouTube channel. I'm not even sure if you linked it in the description or not, DJ, but I linked it in our Discord. I posted a video of a draft I did a couple nights ago. That was actually really interesting. I was just like, I'm going to fire up this draft and just talk through it, the way I see football people do it. Like, I watched Davis Maddock do it, and I'm like, I could do that. Like, I don't want to sit here and stream for 2 hours, but I could do a draft and figure out how to edit it and, post it like that. So I did. And it was actually a super interesting draft. I had Kaprizov follow me at the 9-hole, which was a pleasant surprise. And then a lot of stuff happened from there that like I was able to take advantage of and talk through, which was pretty neat. All right, so here I am. I don't really have an obvious need for anyone. I feel like I want to get more Wyatt Johnston than I currently have, so I'm just gonna start clicking him. I think he's not like a natural fit here, obviously, but I think he's an awesome player, and guys like Aho are gone. Like Wyatt Johnston feels like he could really break out.
Lane is still 85. I kind of bet like 110 the other day. Who is running to the podium? All right.
I think he pretty commonly goes around this range because the Caulfield drafters normally hang out in the right hand side here, so they just go Lane Hudson, grab him.
All right, screw it. I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do what I said from the beginning. I'm actually going to go for a 5-5-3-3.
Wow.
I think that's gonna be my plan here. I think I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna go Rantanen, Connor, Caulfield, Fiala.
All right, I took Kyrou.
Either I'm going to take 2 wingers way down the line, unless it's something unbelievable falls into my lap. But first center is Vinny Trocheck, and I obviously don't love it, but in weeks where he scores well, he is an all-rates guy. So we'll see. I mean, the Rangers feel like the bounce-back team everyone believes in. He'll be a big part of that as Zibanejad continues to sort of probably fester out.
Continues to fester out. Somebody hasn't finished reading my Tale of Two Kitties article.
All are wrong about Zibanejad. How about that? What if he's not good anymore?
With JT Miller taking all the responsibility from him, he was right back to the same fantasy guy we know and love.
Well, it sounds like you're reading from a script. Is someone holding you hostage and they're making you say these things?
I just like guys who play next to Panarin and Adam Fox on the power play. I don't, Austin. I don't like. I know what I think. So, and ultimately, I don't want to stray from ADP because it's like one of the most predictable ways to win is by not diving down the board to make crazy plays. So if I tether myself to ADP and then just take the guys I like around the top of the board and build out like intelligent builds, using stacks and position allocation and things like that, that's all I'm doing. So I don't really know. Like for me, football, I would need rankings because I don't really pay attention to the minutia. But like hockey, I could tell you pretty much everything within the profile of each player. So I don't need to put a number to it, basically.
Yeah. No, I mean, I largely agree. I mean, we had done some rankings work in the past, and I mean, last year I talked to Brick about getting it in the draft caddy. He said, sure. We, kind of the thread fell off. It's just so much effort for
Me and Utica, same person, believe it or not. No one's ever seen us in the same place. By the way, I don't know if Mano's in here, but he did talk about putting together rankings for the year if you are someone who wants to use rankings from someone extremely sharp. I'm not sure if he's here to plug that or if he has them available yet, but keep an eye out for that. Count MC in the lobby. He's literally one of the best drafters, and he just came in the other day. He was like, hey, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna sell them for whatever, like in an off-season package, and you get everything he thinks about drafting and his rankings or whatever else. So I won't sell it too much because I don't know what exactly it is, but he did mention that. Keep an eye out for it because that should be coming soon if it's not already available.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I think a lot, honestly, like a lot of best ball drafting in general is taking advantage of every micro edge you can have. And of course, rankings could provide one of them. As Graham's pointing out, like avoiding landmines. I don't know if there's a ton of obvious landmines in hockey comparatively to the NFL where like the chance of a running back in like the 10th round being a true zero exists very high. A guy getting drafted right now would just have to get injured. I mean, the odds that there are zero useful weeks out of Drake Batherson are pretty low. Him being bad at ADP is you know what I mean? So it's
there are so many productive players, quote unquote, versus fall where there's basically like 4 skill position players per team that are useful. There's quite literally 10 to 12 if you count goalies per NHL team that'll play power play time. So like, there's 5 power play 1 guys per team, and that's literally, you add them up, that's more than the forwards the skaters were drafting in a draft of 12 times 16. So like there's really no true need to like avoid landmines, exactly like you were saying. All right, here I am with so I'm basically boxed out at center. So meaning anyone I take, I'll want to try and get a defenseman with them. I already have Wyatt. Let's just go Thomas Harley.
Fuck you.
Wow, somebody's really sad about not just drafting Miro Heiskanen.
I'm gonna take hints and hope that hints Rantanen's a thing. And then I'm gonna take the quarter of Melka, and I can't decide.
And Tom, my cut for it is maybe being able to fill a draft at 11 o'clock some nights and not having to wait an hour to do a draft for my YouTube channel. I literally sat there for an hour waiting for the draft to fill. We needed 3 people for an hour, and I was tweeting it. I was Discording it. It was truly insane.
What time did you draft?
12,
last night?
25. No, 2 nights ago.
Oh, Yeah, I
'Cause
think
I
I just
joined it at
went
like
there.
11:15, and the draft
Oh,
started, I
yeah,
think, around. Oh, I'm on the clock.
yeah.
And
I
then the
think I
draft
think
started then.
I think last night was one of the earliest I've fallen asleep. I don't even know. I fell asleep at 10.
Forsberg, right?
I don't think I've fallen asleep that early, like ever. Like, I wasn't even sick. I was just laying there watching videos. I started to get tired. And I'm like, I'm just gonna shut my eyes for a second. And then my wife woke me up. I gotta say that now. She's
Oh
like, "Did
man,
you brush your? Did you
this
like?
guy,
You ready for
this
bed?" And I was
guy.
like, "No, I did not get ready for bed." I was like, "I should do that
On a school night, DJ.
on
Yeah,
school
you're ready
night.
for school in the morning. Gotta brush your
You'd have to go to
teeth.
school."
Yeah.
I did do the stuff.
Yeah.
Some of us work in an office.
Well, some of us go to get McDonald's anyway, even if we don't work
And
in an office.
I had one of the classic working in the financial industry situations where I get on a call to talk financial things, and the guy's like, I think I told you already, Matt, but the guy's like, "Oh yeah, like golfing this weekend." I was like, "Oh man, like where are you going?" And he's like, "This course." I'm like, "I love that course. That's such a great one." He goes, "We might actually need someone tomorrow," and I'm like, "Okay." And then later was like, "Nah, we didn't," and I was I was so sad. I was just like, "Oh, I totally understand. Like, no big deal." I was just sitting there like wiping tears, like. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love Ivy Ridge. I thought I had a chance. Thought I was gonna be there for free. What are you gonna do?
What
Absolutely
are you gonna
stinking.
do?
Cover Boy finally goes. Shea Theodore. I
Yep.
actually considered it, but I just couldn't pull the trigger at this point.
Yep.
Um,
I was thinking about Dorify Theodore, but ultimately I wanted Harley, and Stamkos made it to me. So
did
I,
I
I
did I
finished out those
steam
decks.
Byfield too much? 117 and a half. I was
I
13th round. That was the tweet. I've been drafting him in the 13th round nonstop.
oh
I
yeah,
was
that's
going
crazy.
10-11.
That doesn't
That was like 2 days ago.
huh.
117 is
DJ Mitchell market maker.
that's what they're calling him now.
Oh, let me get the board back up for you, people.
I mean,
It's
let him fall. Let him fall. Let him fall. I think there's 2 auto drafters in front of me, so I'm probably boned, but I'm gonna keep
yeah,
chanting.
Colin's getting whoever the fuck it is that
I realized why I actually made that connection because the guy in our league's last name is Bolin, isn't it?
yeah.
It's C.
Just
Bolin. I
just
thought that was.
literally doxing someone who's
I
not even in the chat. Yeah.
He might join.
That's true. Yep, auto drafter. Oh,
Quentin
tickle my
Byfield is his
degen took
worst pick on the
Byfield.
board. Well, this is.
Um
I mean, I don't know. 117 is where you might start to lose. They're about worst pick on the board. The guy's scoring 30 goals this year. Put it in the books. Do they have a line for him? I don't think. You know, I haven't looked in a few days actually. If they've posted lines for
I'm just
what's it called? Like
yeah,
goals for the year.
I'm gonna take Spencer Knight.
Congratulations. I mean, I'm interested here at the turn in a couple things. I'm interested. I'm not sure what I'm going to do quite yet, but I kind of don't mind where this is at. I like a couple picks. Done at goalie. I think I recovered goalie well. I didn't take one for a little bit down the line. I hate this world. This is a dumb world we live in, and I don't like it at all. I don't know why people decided this was a good idea. Horvat and Bennett back to back, just to put it right where the sun doesn't shine.
You didn't have stacks for either of them, right? You just wanted them. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna take Seth Jones. How much
Got
time?
it.
Seconds. God.
Yo, you could take Anton Lundell. Let's go.
I'm just gonna take Seth Jones.
Oh my god, he's falling apart at the seams, people.
There's just no. I mean, now I can't really take. I guess in theory I could take advantage. I don't want to. Oh my god, this is ugly. I don't have any good stacks here. All of them are gone. I mean, I
It's
know one
tough.
center I'm going to take. Whatever. I'm just taking Dylan
And you
Strome.
don't even have the goat horns. That's so sad. It's so tough.
What are they for? I think I do have them.
It's for winning. I don't know. You don't have
I
them.
have
Look.
them. Well, I think the thing that I used was also unique for at a time, but I don't remember what it was for.
Oh, maybe.
I don't
God,
know.
you
I
people
haven't.
are really tempting me to take Zibanejad here, aren't you?
We're trying. Are we succeeding? So first,
Oh,
only thing I'm gonna
and you
do.
take All right, screw you guys. You take Tyler Toffoli from me. I'm gonna take Mika Zibanejad. 4 centers. Who
Okay.
cares? Um,
I have goat horns. Goat horns are for. Oh, I have them on right now. What do you have though? You have a different thing. I don't
what?
see that anywhere. It doesn't even say it's unlockable.
The goat horns here?
No, you have like a G thing.
Yeah, those are
It says
ram horns. Like
I
what?
don't know.
Those are the horns that goats have. I don't.
I don't have the baller band because that is unlocked by entering at least 10 NBA contests.
Unlocked by
Or
cashing in 50 contests. I have the goat horns for winning a battle royale.
I have them too, but mine are different. Look at my phone. It says you probably can't even see that. It's not gonna.
I can't tell, but
It says goat horns.
Huh.
I have them clicked.
I,
You took down a battle royale. You're the goat. And then I have the spotted hound unlocked by cashing in
Nope.
50 contests.
fuck.
Oh,
my God.
it depend. The goat horns depend on which animal you have.
Oh, okay.
If you're a bunch of these animals, they look one way, and if you're
Got
others,
it.
they look a different way.
That makes sense. Glad we figured that one out.
So we both have the goat horns on. They just look different. I mean, there we go.
Wow.
I truly never do that. Anyways, so there's that. Very fun, very engaging.
Influencer versus earned horns. That's funny.
I feel like we've earned them by being the goats.
I mean,
Okay.
you've
Listen.
won a best puck.
Yeah.
So
All right. The Byfield conversation is very simple. Like, to me at least, I feel as if he is one of the best, like the most skilled players in the NHL. He just turned 23 years old. He does everything that you'd want to do other than the shooting capacity to get him up that next level. I think in the 13th round where he was going, it was very, very, very easy to click. In the 11th round, that's pretty tough. Glad I got all my exposure in the 13th for now because I probably won't be clicking the button. I'm guessing a few rogue drafters took him incredibly early for him to move up that high. But I think saying that he's inherently the same as Monahan is tough.
goalie run. Yeah. Oh boy.
That is.
Hope you all got your goalies.
If Shesterkin gets hurt, I know who to go check on. Like in the offseason, I know to see. Okay. Regular season goals over under are posted. Let's see. Quentin Byfield. Not posted. Tage Thompson, 38.5. Any interesting players? Celebrini, 30.
Okay. Well, and someone screwed up because if Skarov was still there, then that's terrible.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna search Byfield, see what I find. Am I on the clock yet?
Nope.
Byfield futures. To record 30 goals plus 225. The button could be clicked. Okay, I am back on the clock. I need centers and I need them now. You know what? I'll take Monahan just for you. Just for that, just for the takes we have going on. Correlation is dead. I killed it. I got to correlate something here.
I mean, I tweeted at DJ in response to his Byfield tweet about Leo Carlson being the same bet as Byfield. So I'm not on the Byfield slappy wagon, but I understand my association with the LA Kings. You might think that, but
pretty sure I have a single.
I'd rather take LaFerriere. All right.
Yeah, I mean, over Byfield. Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, just like in general, not like 1-to-1, but like if you're telling me you have to have one of these guys, I'm not like super invested
So
in
I
Byfield's feasibility.
could be wrong.
I'm just gonna take Colton Parayko because I think defense actually is really bad after Eric Carlson basically, and I already have 2 St. Louis Blues, so let's take advantage of that schedule and just
Okay,
say okay.
Byfield to be the NHL leading goal scorer. Okay, FanDuel. I see you. I don't know if I wanna go that far. That's the only bet offered by FanDuel. I mean, it's
A
bold.
disingenuous tout if you don't bet it now.
It's like 300-1. I mean, just smash it.
Yeah.
Absolutely smash it. Yeah, not going to click that button. And again, I am a disingenuous doubt for it. And I can't live with myself knowing I haven't bet that. But tough breaks. So let's check MGM. I would love to just put a couple shekels down on Byfield to score 30. Have you ever watched him play? Like, I think that it's like the ultimate test of, have you actually watched, like, do you turn on the games at 10:30 at night normally and watch Quentin Byfield? Because sometimes it's just like, this is the best player in the world. Like, he looks like McDavid. It's not all the time. Actually, it's almost never. But when he does, there is a moment, at least every other night, where I think there ain't no damn way this guy's not scoring 50.
Yeah. I get it. He's super talented. Just the scoring profile thing is not my cup of tea.
I don't get why he's not shooting more. He carries the puck a lot. I really don't know what it is. I don't think MGM.
It's just a very sticky character trait.
Have we attempted to change it? Well, I guess if you personally attempted to change it.
I mean, I think you're the one who's financially invested in trying to change it.
Like, we're all arguing about this. I got great value on Byfield in the entirety of the contest. I've drafted like 40% of him at like round 13 or later. And we're going to sit here and be like, what an idiot. No, we're not. If I'm right, I'm going to be better off than everybody else. And cooler.
You got a Cam York drafter. That is some balls right there. Michkov, York, and Zegers.
Barbashev just got taken right in the 15th. I mean, we're out here really slapping it. I mean, the Seals are
okay. Vegas, yeah, Hurdle. Okay, I
guess
guess
I am in the next draft, and it is only 4 more, Matt. If you do want to jump in immediately, you could probably load that up.
Sure.
Because I think we'll just carry right through to the next draft. So if anyone missed the one we just did, jump in. If you didn't already, like I said, we'll be doing it next. So hopefully you did. Matt joined. That makes 3. I see Graham. I know I saw Willis is awesome. Jump in and say he missed this one. If you're still here, Willis, definitely jump in. Yeah, I mean, it is Slappy Summer. And I don't know if you thought of the description, Matt, but I said we are the Slap Shot Slappies.
That is very funny. I don't even know what this means. Bynum? Andrew Bynum?
Either Byram or Buium, but I assume Buium because he's there. Byram is closer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem taking Zeev Buium. I don't think that on this team Zeev Buium made a lot of sense. I have late defensemen. Harley in theory is but like I think Harley and Carlson have pretty low floors. So Colton Parayko is going to play a bunch. He showed some offensive pop toward the end of last year, playing basically in a 5-man unit with Cam Fowler and Robert Thomas and friends. And he's going to hit. He's going to block. He's basically Jacob Trouba. And there's a use for guys like that. And when I'm stacking St. Louis throughout my team, I want to just take advantage of weeks where they say have 4 games. Maybe Parayko pitches in, maybe he doesn't, but then I sort of have like a schedule block there with those guys. and I think he just generally helps elevate the floor of this team. So that's why I took him over William, if that was the question. I need a final winger.
Started, by the way.
Okay. All right.
I am 4 and you are 9.
I'm just going to slap it up with Connor McMichael. I took Ovi. Don't have anyone else on Washington. Fine. So let's get over here. I'm the 9 pick again. Remember when people were complaining about me getting the 2 pick every time? I'm pretty sure I've drafted 9 in like 5 consecutive drafts.
Yeah, I will quickly read through our 2 teams. I went 5-5-3-3 for the first time ever. Just read through. My first center was Trocheck, which is why I kind of loaded up at the position. Trocheck, Rupe Hintz, Dylan Strome, Sean Monahan, and Joshua Norris. A lot of point upside. My winger core is absolutely stacked for my first few picks. Mikko Rantanen, Kyle Connor, Cole Caulfield, Kevin Fiala, and Cole Perfetti. Little LA, oh my God. I have a little Dallas stack, a little Winnipeg stack, and a little Sabre stack as I grabbed Rasmus Dahlin with my first defenseman, and then Seth Jones and Luke Hughes. Uncorrelated feels bad. In net, Linus Olmark, UC Saros, and Joey USA Decord. Matt, read off your team as you just Rantanen.
I ran a 4-6-3-3 with Eichel, Johnston, Robert Thomas. Thought I was done at center, but then the people just gifted me Mika Zibanejad for a cheaper price than Dylan Strome. Yes, please. I have Forsberg, Ovi, Kyrou, Stamkos, Donato, and McMichael at wing. Certainly a little bit weaker, but that's what happens when you take 4 centers and 3 of them before pick 100 and 3 goalies, before round 11. So at D, I have Harley, Carlson, Parayko, which just talks about that decision. And then in net, I have Knight, Wolf, and Mackenzie Blackwood. Perfectly fine team. Obviously, St. Louis stack there. I have a little Nashville, a little Washington, and I'm on the clock here almost.
Next.
So
that's what next.
I think that was it. Oh, I have a Dallas stack too. Harley and Johnston. There we go.
And you were up.
So
yep, you started Mikko Rantanen. You could do exactly what I did here, and you will.
Great start. I like Kyle Connor at
copy my team.
But what's going to happen is I'm going to get a better player at 3-9 than you did. So let's see. DJ would get Cole Caulfield. I'm going to get maybe Igor Onger. Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Damn it. I really want to Panarin him. Damn it. I really wanted Vasilevsky. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the Matt Boldy. The Matt Boldy situation is crazy. The one player that I cannot click on, and I think I mentioned him every time we record. And every time I think, today just might be the day. I might capitulate. I might just do the thing and take Macklin Celebrini, like all that. But I just can't click the button. I can't do it. He just goes earlier and earlier and earlier too. And I might end up with 0% Macklin Celebrini and be such a fish they'll call me a shark.
I already have a Celebrini share, so I will not have 0. I'm just an 8.5% guy, I guess.
8.5%, everybody. I wonder if I took him once, and if I did, I want to find that team. So no, I have 0% right now. 0% Macklin. I don't know what to say about that, other than that is what I have. It's 0% Macklin Celebrini. I mean, again, he has a 30 goal projection by DraftKings. 30. Like, I get he's a playmaker. I'm not saying he can't do that stuff, but man.
Come on, there we go. These are my currents. Celebrini. Yep, I have 1 share. Good job by me.
All right, I grab Ottinger, so I start Kucherov, Boldy, Ottinger myself. Really was hoping Point would get back to me. Didn't happen. Ho hum. Did McGill take both?
What's Tua doing? I think Tua was in Was Tua in the Discord or in the chat saying he was gonna? I don't remember if he was in last draft or not. But he said we were gonna make fun of him, and I don't think we're gonna make fun of him. But let's find out. Maybe we'll make fun of him
for having the dumb name about a quarterback. That's bad.
Okay, DJ went there.
Is that the joke?
All right, tickle my DGen. Is he going to be auto drafting?
Well,
Nope.
not
And
exactly.
He
Take the
took
Chuck.
the goalie I wanted. Yeah, that would be funny. What if I just drafted your draft again? We just saw what happened as a social experiment when I win $25,000 with the same exact draft as you. I'm gonna do it. That sounds like fun.
No, he starts with the same three. Coward. Oh, sorry.
Well, no, I'm just gonna draft better.
I had Darlene, and he goes. It's over.
That's true. It is over. Yeah, Underdog tried to make him draft Kachuk. So
one of these drafts, we're gonna watch Matt the Chuck go in the 80s. It's like one time in my 150s, somebody is going to make me click the button. I just know it.
All right, so Guy's not taking Tage.
No.
Jake Gladney taking Tage? Oh no, he is taking Tage.
I was going to say bad news. I have bad news for the people that wanted Tage Thompson.
The flex position is Gonzo.
I am ready. Here. I'm ready to make the ARF noise. Nope. Think about what you should do before you do it.
Hold on. Let me look at my team again. Miko, Connor, Caulfield. I'd
probably cue somebody.
Yeah. I'm going to take the goalie.
Okay. I was going to say you could take Suzuki for the stack, but obviously
it's not super important to me if I have Caulfield to have Suzuki.
Oh, well, there goes Ovi. I would have clicked the button for sure, but no need. I hate this. I hate this range, and it's so many really good players that you think, how could you hate this range? But I hate it.
No, he is. So that is Tua. What up, Boston?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Try to remember that for next time.
All right.
What a legend.
Second best player on Tampa.
It's weird. Connor Geeky didn't show up on my screen, so I'm not sure what you meant by that.
You're right. I took the third best player on Tampa. Yep.
No wonder you spelled Steve Williams so poorly. Poor Tua. Sorry, Tua. We are making fun of you now.
Is he like? I mean, he's still the starter, right? Like, I'm not losing my mind. Like,
McCurd's also going goalie heavy here. Yeah, Tua's the starter.
Okay, like he's just like fine. Like no one should worry about him. He's just, oh yeah, I'm good. Nope, no big deal.
Yeah, and that's usually how concussions work. But Philip Hedl, healthy. That came out in the I think Friedman who the fuck, LeBron, athletic guy. He did a summary, and that was something of interest. Fully healthy Philip Hedl, which again, concussions aren't the most concerning thing to come back from. It's more, getting hurt again. So that was somewhat interesting, though. That's a guy that obviously I like. If you listen to the in-season podcast, and we talked a bit about him earlier this summer, but haven't talked about him much since.
Yeah, I grabbed Elias Pettersson. Speaking of Vancouver Canucks, I feel like it's kind of like one of the litmus tests of like, do you have that dog in you? Like, are you going to go back to Elias Pettersson? And remember, like at the age of like 20, this was clearly one of the best players in the NHL, an absolute rising superstar, and at like 25, we're just like throwing him in the garbage can. Not me. Some of us remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Right.
And you took Tim Stutzel. So
yep. I took I slurped the ADP Dipperino if as the kids are saying.
Brady still on the board. Not Brady, Jiminy. Matt Sachuk is still on the board.
I'm like, damn, I took Stutzla and Brady's still on the board.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Am I on goalie at this point? He has no goalies through round 5. Goalies on the board, though, you don't have a problem. Saros, Hill, Montembeau, Markstrom, Binnington. I wouldn't miss this batch of goalies on the screen, but no, you're fine. You don't need to take one in the first few, first 5 rounds.
I mean, I didn't. Well, last round, didn't I take? I think I took 2 at the 67, 68. One of them was Saros. It just didn't work out this way this time, but I'm almost positive. Yeah, it has to be. I took the 2 goalies back to back. Saved it. They're both gone here, but there's guys. I just don't. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I mean, I'm definitely not clicking Matt the Chuck still. I have plenty of time. Oh, you take
Eden Hill. Come on down.
Goalie is starting to get concerning out there.
Yeah, the run on goalies is certainly starting.
Yeah, I like a more of a walk-on goalies than this here run that we're dealing with. Boy, what to do? Oh man, I was actually gonna take Larkin. I was like, where did he go? He gone. No, the centers are going too. I mean, why?
Okay, Tua's like, you said I should take a goalie? Mark Scheifele. Somewhere Minnesota Matt's going. His ears just burned a little bit because Fat Mark was drafted.
All right. Well,
yeah. At this point, we're just forcing DJ in on his word.
I am taking. I mean, I don't have to do it yet. Jake Sanderson, first share, I believe. Come on down.
Wow.
Needed defenseman. Oh, thank you, Flop.
Flop winner.
Flop, 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 flop.
Also has no goalies, so he and Tua will be fighting for some goalies coming down the stretch here.
All right, let's see. Barkov's fallen pretty far. Boy.
Yeah.
I'm yawning. This is interesting though.
I'm sorry, DJ. Am I boring you?
Yes.
You need me to entertain you?
I need to be entertained by you taking someone egregious, and Matt Tkachuk is gone, so I don't know who it's going to be.
God, you think Matt Tkachuk at pick 81 is egregious? Interesting.
Would you have taken him at your next pick?
I wouldn't have, because I'm not setting anything Florida up. So that's like, if you could somehow say that I had Barkov, also available to me at the next pick after that, then maybe. But like, that's the sort of thing I think that like 84, I would have considered it, because then I could double tap, in that sort of respect. But DJ is on the clock. Pick
Barkov
76.
has fallen just so far.
Yes, he has.
Oh, I think I'm taking him because my
and he timed out and gets
Barkov. I had him queued actually. I was actually considering not doing it, but then my screen just tweaked out on me and I did it anyways. I'm not mad about it. Way after ADP is what it is. Needed the centers.
I don't quite agree that like no goalies through first 7, you need to have 3 by round 10 basically, but it is something to be cognizant of. That is like one of the most surefire ways to lose these drafts is by basically finishing in the bottom 5th of goalie capital spent. So, if you get lucky and draft the 3 guys who are now timeshares who just happen to have really good seasons, then sure, you're fine, but odds are you're not going to do that. So that's sort of the logic there. All right. Timo to shore up wing, or Morrissey or Wyatt Johnston or even Lane Hudson. Okay, so I have a lot of stacking options here. I have 2 D options, so let's just go get Timo. I really like Timo. He's a rates monster. I think he
Yeah.
and Nico Heischer make a nice pairing.
That was
The power play
that's
time
what I
is
wanted to do, but I was worried I
like,
wouldn't get it back to me anyways.
yeah. I think the price on Timo is much fairer than last year because I don't think this price is assuming power play one time. He's just so good rates wise, like 5-on-5, that obviously the power play time is a bonus if it occurs. But because, we've talked about this so many times on the in season stuff, but power play makes much more sense with a true grinder like Mason or someone net front than Timo, who's much more of a puck
Yeah.
dominant guy. And like, why would you need Timo to be puck dominant when you have Jack Hughes? But also now that they have Luke Hughes, either him or Dougie Hamilton will be the power play 2 guy, and they could have a legitimate second unit. So I have no problem having Timo power play 2 because he's a lock for the top 6, and I just really like that look. So it does seem like I'm getting a defenseman here that I wanted. So good push by me. And this is the order I'll take him. If Morrissey's there, I'll grab him. If not, Lane Hudson's fine. So that is where we're currently at. It does mean I'm missing Drake Batherson to go with Stützle. It's not a natural pairing. Obviously, they're both first power play, but Stu and Brady and Cousins and Batherson are probably what you want. But I'm happy enough to take Hudson here at 80, past ADP, fits my build. I'm good with that decision.
Very brave of you, very bold and brave. I'm sitting here with once again a bit of an uncorrelated mess. Pedersen, you can stack towards the end. Barkov, there's guys worth looking at. I have Kucherov, Hagel, Matt Boldy. I honestly considered instead of Barkov just taking Joel Eriksson. I think a lot of the reason he's fallen is more to do with his last year injury than actually what he could produce this year. He definitely can produce in all categories. So would like to maybe, I don't know. I mean, him or Barkov, I think you could very easily make the case for either. And in net, I only have Jake Ottinger until now because I'm going to grab Jeremy Swayman to throw in with Ottinger as my 2 goalies. Whether you believe in Boston, yeah, Boston bouncing back or not, he'll get a lot of starts. So just got to hope that he gets enough run at the right times and the right, wins at the right time. And like, is Boston truly destined to be the worst team in the Atlantic again? I mean, the Sabres are still in that division, so I doubt it.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Oh, I was going to take Batherson. I needed the goalie first. Damn. I had Sando.
Yeah, I would much rather on your team have Verhaeghe than Batherson. But
yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it now.
Yeah,
but
the reason being, we just talked about the chances of you in the playoffs are basically none if Florida's not trying to win their division. So if you're taking Barkov, you're sort of implicitly saying they need to be trying. And of course, if they're trying, Carter Verhaeghe is, you want to stack Florida basically is sort of my thought on the situation. So
yeah, I mean,
versus
was it
Sanderson's fine. You don't
need
Batherson with them. Anyway, go ahead.
Like well, last year definitely not, but the year before last year, wasn't it the 12 turn was like Barkov and Matt Tkachuk or no?
Yeah, it was Barkov, Tkachuk.
It was the Tkachuk. I was gonna say there's no way it was Huberdeau because Huberdeau boomed the year he got traded. So that wasn't it. Yeah, with Barkov, Matt Tkachuk. That was the big 11, 12 turn, 12 or 13 turn. That's right. And I mean, how the mighty have fallen. Matt Tkachuk, like we're saying, maybe not by his own accord, but Barkov. It's like are his range of outcomes again really?
Yeah, and we did the exact same thing with Brady and Tim. I think that was last year. Was that last year and 2 years ago was Florida, or maybe it was 3 years ago and 2 years ago?
I don't remember. I mean,
maybe it was last year and 2 years. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Honestly, probably the easiest way to do this is what year did Barkov go pretty crazy?
It would have been the Huberdeau year. It would have been the Huberdeau year. when
So
Huberdeau was like
22
third in the
was,
league.
yeah. And I remember, I don't think I had 0% Barkov, but it was pretty freaking close, which no, that is the year I won. 22-23 is the year I won. And that was a big help, is because I took like 0 Barkov, just because I thought that was an insane pick. And
Austin here with Sid, Ovi, Yossi. He wants to add Marc-Andre Fleury to the mix. I respect that. All right, I am on the clock. I just capped off a little mini New Jersey stack. I think I want Slavkovsky, just part of a Montreal block of players. You know what? I'm gonna grab. I don't think I. Okay, I got it off in time. I grabbed Rupe Hintz instead. I have Miko Rantanen. Let's just
copy.
see how that goes.
Copy me.
I don't think I'm getting Slavkovsky, but that's okay. I'm not. I'm not heartbroken.
It'll be close. It will be close. Stuart Skinner goes at 113, kind of the goalie that
Carter
feels,
Hart's backup.
Yeah, I mean that would be the potential problem, flying the ointment for a guy, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean I kind of have my pick of the litter at the board right now. I can go so many directions here. I need everything. I really don't know if there's anything that I'm absolutely to the moon for. I take Harley uncorrelated. Miro's flown up the board. Wow. I don't have a lot of Chikrin. I really don't have any like obvious correlators here that just stand out. Byfield, like I said, kind of a little too rich for my blood at this point. Yeah, I think I'll go Harley.
Tom wants to talk about Mac Scavenge again. So, just fast forward to September, and then we'll talk about Mackie.
I mean, if you take Mackie in the last round, you're not wrong to do so. We're never arguing against it. He can peak at the right times, especially with no Matt Tkachuk, and that it's a guy they gave a ton of ice time to when they were not trying.
We also know they refused to make him a fourth liner, so if he plays, he's playing that damn top six. So healthy scratch throughout the playoffs, absolutely insane shit. But they won.
People are dumb.
What can you say?
People are dumb.
Yeah, Paul Murray's best coach in the world.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, he wins the cup every year. So what are we gonna do? Sit here and besmirch the good name? Man, I just don't. I think I know what I'm gonna do with my pick.
To us, just absolutely ripping in the chat today.
All right. When life gives you lemons, you draft Owen Tippett.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I do love.
I really like the Kucherov, Boldy, Hagel, Verhage, Tippett situation on my team. It's
27% Tippett right now.
I'm looking at the board. And I'm just like, I'm just again like Byfield was my favorite round 13th pick. He is not my favorite 11.4. Like now I feel like I'm going to be the disingenuous tout, but Matt's over here trying to copy my teams the moment after I draft them. So maybe I'm onto something? Question mark.
Yeah, but I liked it. So
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, of the same players. Maybe 5. Scroll up over. I had Hintz. I had Rant, Connor, Caulfield, and goal. None of them. Okay, yeah, that's right.
All right.
Oh, you didn't get Slavkovsky. I thought you did. I didn't even realize what a legend took him.
I'm gonna grab Gabe Velarde, going with Kyle Connor.
Yep.
And then we'll see if one of these two goalies makes it back to me. If not, I'm fine going with another winger because I like this little run of wings too.
Yeah, I mean, there's really just a couple goalies left on the board worth drafting. I feel like Ottinger Swayman is enough. I mean, I'm definitely taking a third. Don't get me wrong here, but I'm not. You're not throwing out the. I mean, these are the two backup USA goaltenders. So not like you're going to get burned out in the Olympics. So I feel pretty good right now. I like where I'm at. Gibson goes. So I'm feeling a little bit worried about Maskarov getting back to me. I got to be honest. I have a bad feeling he's not making it past the next 2 picks.
Huh? You didn't look at IQ, did you?
Just a terrible feeling about it, if I have to be honest.
Yeah. Well, Jake Gladney's going to take Byfield from
Nope.
you, so apologies
I
there.
mean, if he made it to round 13, he's on my team. If he doesn't, he's not. That's just the way it's going to go. I will see you, Skarov. You have fun.
Alrighty.
I have the next couple picks ready if they get to me. Finally kind of liking my team. When we started this draft, I wasn't liking it. Now I'm kind of liking it. I feel like I'm getting some couple good players here. Tickle my degen on the clock right now, taking every second. Winds down, ends up with Jonathan Marchessault. Not the player in my queue. I will add.
He had Forsberg.
It makes sense. So it's getting all right. Strome for Tua to go with
Ovechkin.
Strome. Both the players in my queue still on the board. Will I get both? Will I get one?
Well, unless you're drafting, God, who the fuck's their backup now? Not Vanacek.
No.
Why am I drawing a blank?
I know it.
Eric Comrie? No.
All right. I'm going to take one of the 2 guys I want in Seth Jones to go with my Florida stack. Barkov for Hagee, Seth Jones. I guess I won't take him even though I'm clicking on him. All right. Now there he is. Lock up defense there. And then I got a couple guys here. I mean, Sam Bennett's fallen. I think Sam Bennett's a very legitimately good pick. I don't know if I love 4 Florida Panthers. I feel like 3 is a bit crazy. But
just keep building out the stack, baby. Build it out.
All right. Dylan Cousins was going to be my pick. He goes. Is what it is. Can't lose any sleep over it. I guess I could lose sleep over it if I had to, but I don't have to. I feel like I just
Alex
kind of
Nedeljkovic. Yep, that's.
Oh, it is Nedeljkovic.
Yeah.
Needle. What?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we are dangerously close to me making the pick I wanted. Getting both the guys. I mean, honestly, Dylan Cousins or this guy, I would have been really happy with if he gets to me here. If Flop takes him, But
yeah, but Austin here showing why we should have drafted the exact same team and just seeing how the pod variance plays out in the regular season. Because in the playoffs, you can draft the same exact team 10 times and not win anything, even if that lineup's optimal in the final, because it just might not advance. So there you have it.
I lock up my Vancouver, Brock Besser, Elias Pettersson stack. The people were saying he couldn't do it. He did it.
The people are tepidly applauding. Much respect.
They're going absolutely crazy right now. But liking these stacks. This draft is like, I feel like my team in the last one I liked more and had less stacking. This one I have a lot of stacks, but I don't know if I'm in love. But I do think I've allocated positions better as far as, like Sanderson, Harley, Seth Jones feels pretty good for upside.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're on the clock though.
So I knew DGen was going to take Bennett, but I was going to just snap click him there because I could use a center. I might even use 2 centers, but I just will never quit Erik Karlsson. So Erik Karlsson, come on down. I now have 3 goalies and 3 defensemen.
I could use a goalie. I could definitely use centers. I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. This is getting a little tenuous. Goalie is cooked. We're probably just playing the last round or the reach up the board and take your guy at the point of the draft. But I do, man, I don't even know. I know what I was going to say, but I don't want to say anything because it's not going to work out in my favor, especially if I actually say the words. I think my biggest issue is I like a lot of the wingers on the board still, and I don't like a lot of the goalies. And there goes Mason McTavish, the last center I really wanted. Boy, it's getting hairy out there. That's all I'll say. I really need centers, and I really don't want to draft any of the guys out there. It's a tough situation to be in, frankly.
Well, we all feel for you, DJ.
Yes, Nick. Chat is cooked, and by we I mean DJ. It is me who is cooked by not having any good centers. Elias Pettersson and Sasha Barkov do not get you there in 2024 and 25. Will they get you there in 25, 26? I'm going to find out the hard way, and by that I mean they don't. Oh man, is Brock Nelson a player? Is that a guy that people still want to draft?
You mean Team USA is Brock Nelson?
All right. If he makes Team USA, I still don't think I've taken a single Zeev Buium. Am I bold for that, or am I a coward?
I mean, when you've only done like 10 drafts, it's.
I'm at like 30. How many are you at?
Well, I have 37 finished and 20 active, I'm pretty sure. Does it say? I don't know. It doesn't say. But it looks like about somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 active and 37 completed, about to be 38.
All right. I'm going to be brave, unlike the cowards in the chat, and take Samuel Harrison right now so I don't get completely blocked out on a starting goaltenders.
Flop winner and McGill just freaking out.
In tears. Tears.
Yeah, I mean, I have flop winner in a real rough spot with UPL, Joey Wool, and Freddie Anderson.
It sounds like a guy that's really hoping for 3 goalies to take the starting net that might have none of them take the starting net. I think there's a very clear and obvious. If you look at your roster and you realize you have 3 goalies that might not be the starter, you might want to try again. Get in the next lobby and re-roll. Like you have to have one goalie that can Dustin Wolf it.
Yeah, especially on a Kachuk. I mean, I don't. Yeah, flop winner. I know you're a reg, but I mean, I love Austin Matthews. He might get you there single-handedly, but man, Werenski, Marchenko, Matthew Kachuk, Matthew Nyes, Vinny Trocheck, Nazem Kadri running into this run of goalies. Like, yeah, I think you could do a 3v3, take 3 of those guys out, get 3 real goalies, and then just sub in different players here, and you're looking fine.
All right, I'm gonna click the Matt Duchene button because I have Harley. What if he stays on the top power play and scores 30 goals again at the age of 92 or whatever he is?
Oh boy.
I love this team, but man, I'm feeling a little queasy at center. I don't feel so good.
Hey, you just need God, remember when Elias Pettersson was the bane of my existence in 2019 it would have been?
That sounds right.
When he was just like, and when he was the alien, and I was like, this guy's not that good. Like, he's shooting 1,000,000%. He's not that good. Those were fun times.
You remember when I won that bet because he bounced a pass off the boards as he changed and it went right to I don't even remember. It was who was the winger that scored? It was like a third liner, but man, I honestly wanted to say Podkolzin, but I know it's not Podkolzin. But I think it was someone that was a prospect that was younger, and I won I don't even know, probably a few $100, but it felt like $1 million. Wow, Sam Miskevish in round 15. The people are saying big take. All right, Matt. This is your last pick?
No, my second last pick.
Well, second last pick. Right. Okay.
I'm gonna take Troy Terry. I don't think I have any Troy Terry, but he's a guy.
He still plays in the NHL.
Yeah, maybe Terry slides up into where like Sam Colangelo was for last year and plays on McTavish's right side. I could see that happening.
I am considering a little scroll the F down situation, but I mean, I'm queuing up a bunch of centers, and I'm just not sure which one I'm actually going to click on. Originally, I was thinking about just taking Hedel, but I don't know. Pedersen. Like, I feel like if you're going with that many, like, and you don't have Quinn Hughes, you know what I'm saying? Like, Quinn Hughes is like winning. So in my scenario, I've already probably built. So like adding to that feels foolish.
Makes sense.
Your final pick.
I'm just gonna grab Gino.
Do you have a?
He's washed, but
yeah. Did your queue did get set to over the age of 40 with Kreider and freaking?
Well, I took Terry, but yeah.
Well, no, your queue was Kreider and
Malkin. Because I wanted someone to go with McTavish. Was
historically not one of the top 100 players in NHL history.
That is true.
I think that might be the worst thing I've ever seen, ever. That might be the worst. Like, we gotta get Dick Clapper in there. Can't get Evgeny Malkin, who really, like, I think we forget. Was it 20? The 1 year they won the cup, didn't he have like 122 points in the playoffs? Like, it's something absolutely.
Yeah,
bonkers.
He led playoff scoring, I think, by 12 points.
It was just like actually painful. And like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know. They just didn't do it. I don't know.
So yeah, what it was. Gino has led the league in points twice. He actually led the league in shots in 11-12, which did Ovi. What happened to Ovi? That's insane. 339 shots in 75 games. And then in the playoffs he had 36 points in the 09 win in 24 games. And let's see. We look at the playoff. There. The draft is just finishing up, so we're gonna take a look at the playoffs. Where the hell are the playoff league leaders? That's annoying. Okay.
Not keeping track of it myself, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I'm on Hockey Reference on the other screen trying to figure out.
Honestly, I mean, I probably will draft a third if it fills. I know we need 10 right now, but I don't think we're going to stream another one. Just reaching the hour and a half mark, 2 drafts back to back feels pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I go Josh Norris to finish it out, as I always do. I just feel like he is the highest upside player that normally goes in the last round, to be honest. Like, his ceiling is, I mean, again, like, what is his ceiling, right? If he plays 82 games in the NHL next season, his ceiling is crazy. But will he play 82? He's never done it. He finds a way to get injured every year, and he's on the worst franchise, the most unlucky franchise in the world. But what if it goes right? That's my take. What was the show? I'm blanking on the show.
I'm in. You sold me.
The show is Arrested Development, but they're like, does it work for those people? No. They all are just delusionally think that it'll work for them, but it might just work for us. And that's the Josh Norris experiment of me drafting him at 35% in the last round.
Here's the 08-09 Malkin postseason. Besides Sidney Crosby, he outscored the next closest guy, obviously, on the losing Detroit Red Wings by 12 points. Like, just fucking nuts. If it is the year 2009 again, my team is loaded. That last round pick in Malkin.
Good Lord. I just I feel like we forget just how good Evgeny Malkin was sometimes. And I like to remind people. I do think that there's I think there's a few different groupings of players that you could say like are undervalued. Older guys get undervalued in this format, which makes sense. You just think that the upside of a player that hits that next level coming into whatever, you know what I mean? And then there's also just like guys that are like under the age of 25 comparatively to guys that are like 25 to like 28. It feels like that should not happen, but I think we just get sick of drafting the same players. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's guys that have just been around longer where it's like why, I mean, Byfield's the one that I mentioned, and now he's gone maybe too high, but still, it's like he's been around for long enough that people may just be sick of him, but like he should be still getting to his peak, like coming into his own, like finding that next level, taking over for Anze Kopitar, establishing the top power play. Like we know the skill, you know what I mean? Like and it's just like, nah, he's been around too long.
You're
I
still
want
using it. You're still making a point to bring up the Quentin Byfield take. I see.
The situation is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if these guys are overvalued. Like I mean, the Malkin decline was real last year. He lost his power play one job. Like I don't know if that holds with the new, with the new coaching staff, but ultimately I had Erik Karlsson. Like Crosby and Letang have played together so much that I figure, well, I'm throwing a Hail Mary up. My options are guys like Shane Wright, Lindell, Josh Norris. Like throwing up a Hail Mary, I might as well say Erik Karlsson is resurgent. And if that happens, maybe he's not even power play one, maybe he's power play two, and but like also line two, like Malkin, like there's young guys, maybe Rust or Raquel sort of elevate Malkin again, and Malkin was dealing with injuries last year. It's hard to tell. I don't know if that means he's undervalued, but it means I don't know if I could go into a season with an undrafted Evgeny Malkin saying I had none of him, regardless of age.
I mean, like there's probably two outcomes that could be optimal, and one of them is kind of like you're alluding to, that he maybe had injuries or whatnot, and they end up kind of igniting a top power play, and Erik Karlsson gets there and brings brings Malkin even for a short stint along for the ride. If it's the right short stint, could be what you needed in the playoffs. Like if he doesn't score any weeks on a team that makes it until the finals, you're going to be just fine, and probably the only one that have. But I also think like him getting traded probably makes more sense than Crosby. I mean, it kind of felt like he had a foot out the door and they kind of dragged him back into Pittsburgh. I mean, maybe that's a guy that actually gets moved for a final run with another team. And maybe that team actually has a spot for him on a top six and a top power play. Would seem kind of crazy, but crazy enough to.
The Malkin Demidov fantasy playoff stretch.
What if it's what you needed?
Are you ready?
Has no one considered. But no, this was fun. I mean, getting 2 drafts done in an hour and a half feels great.
Our Pittsburgh stacks are a good idea.
If you drafted Crosby, I think Rust and Raquel are totally fine.
Yeah,
I still feel like Rust is going to get moved. If anyone gets moved, it's Brian Rust.
That makes sense. Although he's kind of Sid's safety blanket, so I don't know. Like, well, I guess last year they switch off for Kellen Rust, I guess, but I feel like that's just a little like overplaying it, because it's nice to have them stacked for the playoff weeks, but ultimately you're still getting that correlation benefit throughout the regular season for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like sure, if one of them gets traded next week, like I just don't find that super likely, since we can't really predict he's going to go to this team. Then like, are you stacking Brian Rust with Tage Thompson because you think the Sabres are moving Jack Quinn and stuff for him? Like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like something I'm that interested in figuring out. So
I mean, that's the perfect fit in my opinion, but obviously I'm a Sabres fan, so I would say that, where like the Penguins have made it pretty adamant that like they want top picks in the first round, or players that they believe could be NHL caliber, just are ready to play in a bigger role, like Jack Quinn. I think Jack Quinn's kind of the perfect trade piece for that, but will it actually happen? I mean, do the Sabres do anything that makes the needle move ever? No.
Do the Sabres do anything? And
you know what? They traded JJ Peterka. They did something in the offseason that all the guys were going to get traded. They actually did something. Did it make them that much better? I don't know. Depends who you ask. I mean, I think they got better at that. Whatever. I just did a whole Sabres show with some guys, so I could go on and on and on, but I just did it the other day.
I literally did not know that. Also, the comment about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Pittsburgh had the 8th best power play in the league last year by goals per minute. I mean, it's insane. Yeah. But like their power play was actually decent with Matt Grzelcyk last year. So I don't know. That was just a weird situation all around. So I don't know. I think that Sidney Crosby guy is pretty good, though. I think that's the moral of that story. It's just like, yeah, you give this guy space and you give him the puck, and hey, good things will happen regardless of whether it's Matt Grzelcyk or Erik Karlsson at the point and whatever else is going on there. So, anyway, we can close out. I know. I know we could chat with the chat all night, but I think we can hit the road and reconvene next week.
More drafts coming. When do I leave for Italy?
Yeah.
The 17th of September.
Okay. So not for
Mamma mia. If anyone has any suggestions, tips, or thoughts, really what I'm looking for right now, if there's anything that you've ever traveled internationally and you were just like, thank God I bought that. Like, oh my God, this made it so much easier. Not even really Italy specific. Just like,
do you have a power converter?
We just bought one.
Okay. I would buy multiple, like at least 2.
I think we have 2. I think we have 2.
Bang.
And then
who have figured it out. Hope your head clears up there, bud.
Yeah. Other than that, I just bought one of those like what's Imodium?
I'm not sure. I was gonna say
it's
like a little fan. Yeah. Like a little battery powered something or other. But I don't know how warm it'll be. I mean, it'll be pretty warm in September.
It'll be warm. Yeah. It's still summer through September there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, go to the Discord. Run it in the Discord. I'll post a message. But yeah, I mean, can't wait. Never been to Italy. I'm gonna go to the Vatican, say a prayer for the Buffalo Sabres.
That's what we've needed this whole time. Holy crap.
No one had considered asking God.
Well, now we have a pope who knows where Buffalo is, presumably. So he's
he's freaking the Chicago Pope, man. He's like I like soupy pizza, man, and big hot dogs. I'm the Pope. You haven't heard him? I've never heard him talk.
Yeah.
No, but I am.
Believe it or not, I do not think the Pope from Argentina knew where Buffalo, New York was. So
is there
I don't think
you know what? As a stupid idiot, is there like a fountain in the Vatican that you throw coins in for prayers or something? Or is that just the Trevi fountain that's not in the Vatican?
No. Yeah, that's not in the Vatican.
I was like, I could throw in my Buffalo Sabres like golf chip.
There is there's something in the center, but I don't think it's
if we were to throw golf chips at it.
Yeah, you might be arrested.
It's funny because I showed my wife the picture of the guy in the Connor McDavid jersey at the Vatican, and she's like, "You can't wear that. You're not allowed." I'm like, "The guy's wearing it." She's like, "You can't. Like, it's against the rule." I'm like, "I am just showing you that the guy's wearing it. Like, I don't make the rules for the Vatican. I don't enforce them. I haven't followed them yet. But he's wearing a Connor McDavid jersey. I guess it's against the law."
I think all you did was paint the ceilings in there. I think that's what I heard.
It was the 16th chapel that I painted that week, and it looked good.
Yeah. Hey, great job.
So yeah, I'm gonna do something though for the Sabres, and if they make the playoffs, it was 100% me only.
Thank you.
Had nothing to do with anything else. And again, just join us in the Discord. That's about it. I mean, I don't know.
My YouTube channel, you can head right over there right now. It's at Fake Moods. I don't know how the fuck do I link it. If I put it in the chat, you can't copy it. So I
don't even think we have the ability to send people to another stream still because we're like 5 people short.
That's awesome. At Fake Moods.
Oh, sorry. Go.
At Fake Moods on YouTube, at Fake Moods on Twitter. It's all linked there. Also, my newsletter, if you're somehow new and haven't read that, I did strategy pieces. I did the manifesto last year, everything that we know about Best Puck. And then this year I updated it for the scoring settings. And I also did my first batch of player takes last week. So make sure you check all that stuff out. moods.beehive.com. DJ said he was going to post the short from last week a week ago. Checking my watch, he still hasn't posted it, but presumably that'll go up sometime in the next month.
It's around. Also, I named the stream drafting $25 shippers instead of 25K shippers, and no one commented on that yet.
Someone did in Discord, actually.
You know what would be great if I wasn't the freaking Tin Man and had a brain in my head, or the Scarecrow, or the Tin Man didn't have a heart. The Scarecrow didn't have a brain.
That's
God,
weird.
it's actually unbelievable how stupid I am.
Yeah. Wait, that's weird. Scarecrow, I guess Cowardly Lion. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
No, like Scarecrow. I always think of Scared Crow for some reason, but like the Scarecrow's scared of the crow, not to be scared of crows.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Be the crow. Be the crow you want to see. All right. Why don't we get out of here?
DJ, business idea.
What?
A site called Shippers that we just draft on. And then we take all their money like a Ponzi or a crypto scheme and just run.
There is no such thing as crypto schemes. They're all actually good for you.
My YouTube name is Moods, but like the @ when you go to YouTube, you do like youtube.com/@. You do @fake moods to get to my YouTube channel. That is then called Moods.
Once this is just over, I can edit it. Way. I will add it to the description as well.
Yes, please subscribe to this YouTube channel because we are so close to being able to do good things.
And by that, we mean allow you to pay us money if you want, but you don't have to.
I don't know where it's taking you, but it brings me to the right spot. So
that's you were on OnlyFans, I think. That's his OnlyFans account. You got to go back to youtube.com, not BoobTube either. I've made that mistake. Okay. You'll find fake moods there as well.
You'll find fake something.
And we're talking butts. Okay. All right, I think that does it. I think we've had DJ's comedy hour to finish. It went perfectly well.
Alrighty.
Subscribe, comment, share, like, or don't.
Got it.
Close us out.
Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you have a great Labor Day weekend full of drafts and only good kind. No more football drafts. Football drafts are over. It's hockey season. Camp's open in about, 2-3 weeks? Let's get to it. From Doug, from DJ, from myself, thank you for drafting with us. Have a good weekend. We will see you.